Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 14th installment of what I like to call Fat Shaming Fridays, where we take a look at various responses to this.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
As usual, if I laugh at any of these stories, I'm not laughing at the fact that somebody was fat shamed or bullied. I'm just laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation. What kind of stories do you think we'll see today? Fat shamed at the thrift store? Fat shamed at the podiatrist? Fat shamed at the observatory? I hate it when that one happens. In order to help me feel numb from all the shame, I must first apply comb to mustache.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
This past August, I went to Mexico with my best gal pals, and on our last night, we went out to dinner, and a couple of them went to the bathroom, and as they were coming back in, this table of guys that was next to us, they just, started staring at them and watching them like gross men do.
Okay, that's weird and creepy.
So I was just, eavesdropping a little bit, and one of the guys was like, "Ah, beautiful girl." It's like, "Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco." There was 6 of us, and he hit his friend, and he said...
There were 6 of you, but he said, "Ooh, beautiful girl. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco." He left out seis. He left out the 6th one.
And you can have the big one on the end.
Oh, no.
That's me. All's the big one on the end. He roasted my ass in broken English.
He roasted you in broken English. Oh, man, that's even worse. You're like, oh, man.
That is not his first language, and he cut me deep. And I'm a performer, so it really says something that stuck with me. Water off a duck's back? Not that day. Nope.
So it hurt you 10 times worse because his English was all broken? He doesn't even speak this language, but he went out of his way to speak in a tongue other than his mother tongue just because he needed to let you know that you were overweight. This fat phobia has crossed international borders now, man. Oh, that's messed up, dude. Next.
Okay, ignore the appearance. Tell me the wildest way you have ever been.
I just noticed I'm wearing the same outfit again on TikTok. That's okay.
Right, so you just happen to be wearing the same outfit that you did in the last video, huh? From a week ago?
About 10 years ago, I flew down to Virginia for my cousin's high school graduation. And I hadn't flown for years since I was a kid, a teenager in high school myself. And so I was really anxious about it already. I walk on board and I, find my seat, and there's my part of the plane. There's 2 seats, a window and an aisle. And I'm going to be by the window, and there's a gentleman already sitting by the aisle, And the minute he sees me, his face just said it all.
Wah, wah, wah. So judging by the look on his face, you think that he didn't want to sit next to somebody living in a larger body? What kind of look was it? Was it like this? Or was it like this? Or perhaps it was like this? Oh man, I hope she doesn't sit next to me, dog.
He was not pleased. And he said very loudly so that the whole plane could hear him, "You could stand to lose 100 pounds.
Whoa, wait, what? As you're going to get into your seat, random guy who's sitting on the aisle says to you, "You could stand to lose 100 pounds. Alright, I believed you when you said that he gave you all sorts of weird, off types of look, but he randomly says to you, "Hey lady, that I do not know, lose 100 pounds. You, ma'am, excuse me, what's your name? Hi, my name is Jeff. What's your name? Oh, Betty? Oh, hi, nice to meet you, Betty. Lose 100 pounds. That's what happened." I'm not saying that such a thing can't happen. People can and do some crazy things. Do. However, I don't buy I don't buy this particular story. He went from 0 to 100 real quick. He went from this to lose 100 pounds, lady, like that, baby.
which of course was humiliating. And because I am such a sensitive Sally, I am
Sensitive Sally? Sorry, man, it doesn't take much to make me laugh.
immediately started to tear up.
What? Dude.
And thank God I can cry quietly, because once the tears came, I just could not stop them. And
Well, I hope that this didn't happen. Luckily, I'm pretty sure it did not.
so I sit down. By the way, I fit in my seat just fine, for the record. But I'm just looking out the window, just willing myself not to cry. Just stop crying, stop crying, stop crying. But I couldn't. I was just humiliated, even now talking about it. Anyway, there's a little boy in the row ahead of me, and he keeps turning around and looking at me. I can see from the corner of my eye. I'm not looking at him because I don't want to scare him, you know. Just thinking about that, me sitting by the window crying, trying to make myself as small as possible, because that's what you do when you're overweight.
Ah, the classic, make yourself small so you don't take up more space. When we just fold ourselves up so we fit into the seat in a more convenient way.
A lot of times, I do at least. So anyway, the steward came by about 5 minutes later and very quietly offered the gentleman a different seat. I could tell to spare me the embarrassment, but also thankfully just to get this gentleman away from me, who, by the way, before the steward came up, is now trying to make small talk with me, like he hadn't just humiliated me in front of, 100 people.
Well, that's messed up, dude. First, he's like, you should lose 100 pounds. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, so how about those nicks, huh? And you're like, what? Bro, you fat shamed me, you bastard. How dare you try to talk about the nicks now?
So he gets moved away. Wonderful. I have the road to myself now, which is great. And the mom of the little boy turned around and said, are you okay? My son turned to me and said, Mommy, she's crying. So thank God for kind people.
All right, I hope that one did not happen because that was messed up. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
So in 2016, I worked at a gym, and I was bigger then. And this man, hi George, if you're watching this.
Roxanne, is that you? You don't have to put on the red lights. Walk the street for money. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne.
Bought me Hydroxycut.
What? Dang it, George.
Me. I mean, yes, I was fat, but like.
Then why were you shocked? She's like, out of all the people to give it to, he gave it to me. I mean, I was fat, but,
Like, a 19-year-old. And he just bought me that? He gave it to me.
I guess his heart was in the right place. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say a better thing to do would be proper diet and exercise and not taking stimulant pills.
Yes, I took it because I didn't know what to do.
Okay. Did it work? I don't know what to say at this point. I just want to know now if it's effective.
I threw it away when I got home. But yeah, he bought me Hydrox.
You threw it away when you got home. Okay, so you took some at work one time, and then you threw it away when you got home. Okay. Well, at least you only took it once, I guess. That was kind of a weird fat shaming story. This dude bought me some Hydroxycut one time. That's kind of weird, man. That has the same kind of vibe as like, my coworker told me, hey, Melissa, I think you might be a little bit overweight. Like yeah, it's not nice, but it just doesn't have that same sting that some of the other fat shaming stories have. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Okay, so I have to tell the story because it's not the typical some idiot fat shamed me and it fucked up my whole day and the yada yada. No,
He messed up your whole week, or?
some idiot tried to fat shame me and instead I roasted him and it was one of the finest moments of my life.
Okay, so this guy tried to fat shame you and you ended up roasting him. And all of this super really real happened for really realers. Right? Right? Dude, look me in my eye right there. Come on. Come on, dog. You don't have to wear that dress tonight.
So I have to tell a story. The background on this guy is not pertinent to the story. So basically I was just on a date with this guy. We were walking around downtown, basically.
Okay.
So we're walking and like, I don't know, like in the distance, like in the near distance, there's like a conventionally attractive woman and like,
Oh, conventionally attractive, yo. She was morbidly obese. Nice.
a mediocre man like ahead of us. Okay.
Okay, so a conventionally attractive woman and a mediocre man says you. Okay, well, I hope you don't get too upset if somebody fat shames you then, because you just said that this woman was with a mediocre man. So, you do notice people's physical appearances and judge them based on that, from your own words just now. So, hopefully you're not too shocked when people do the same to you.
So then this like interaction ensued. I really...
Oh my god! This technology is disturbing, homie. What am I looking at? This is her as a man. She's beautiful, dog. I gotta say, you're a beautiful man.
really envy that guy.
What the heck? Oh my god. I really envy that guy. Oh my goodness. What the hell?
Why do you say that? Well, because he gets to walk around with like an attractive woman.
What? This is what your date said to you. Your date saw an attractive woman with a mediocre looking man, and they turn to you and they says, that dude is so lucky he gets to walk around with an attractive woman. First of all, the CGI on this is frickin' next level. And secondly, what? He turns to you and says, that guy is so lucky. Look at him walking around with that attractive woman. If only I could be so lucky. Cause you're not attractive, hun. That's what that means. Really? I hope that nobody was that stupid to say that.
Yes, he really said that to me.
Dude, are you sure? Are you sure this happened?
And here's the thing, like I have done a lot of inner work, and one of the things I think I even...
You've done a lot of inner work. Oh yeah? What does that mean? Like taking a nap? I've done a lot of outer work, man. I'm always sweating and stuff. Is there a lot of sweating that happens with this inner work, or not so much?
made a video about it, was not taking things personally. So when he said this, I dug really deep. I went to that place of not taking things personally, and this is how I responded.
Dude, what we're about to witness, no doubt, is going to be the biggest crock of lies that you've ever seen in your life, dude. I swear. Everybody's going to clap at the end of this.
I mean, you can't tell by looking at someone just because, you know, you have an attractive partner. You don't know what the whole story is, how happy that relationship is, even...
Oh, you did roast them. Dang. You don't know if they're happy or not. Oh, roasted, son. Roasted. What do you mean you roasted him? That wasn't roasting. You're just like, you don't know if they're happy or not. She might be cheating on him. What is this?
If they are in a relationship, and to be honest with you, like recently I was in a relationship with someone who was very attractive, and honestly it's really overrated. And
roasted, son. You roasted him so hard. You were right in the beginning when you said that. At the end though, I roasted him. Yep, you sure did, man. That's what this is. Yo, I roasted the hell out of that fool, dog. I told him maybe they're not even happy. Oh, get burned, son. You need some aloe vera for that burn, son? Yo, maybe they're not even compatible. Oh, burn, son. Hold me back. Somebody hold me back, son.
And to be quite frank, I've made a decision to not date attractive people anymore.
What is this? What is this story, man? What is happening? Oh, I'm having an out-of-body experience. I've decided not to date attractive people anymore. Is how you roasted him. Yeah, dude. Yep, I bet he never was disrespectful to anyone ever again after this. After such a roasting. At first I thought that this story was going to be completely fake because of the way she framed it in the beginning. She's like, he fat shamed me, but don't worry, I roasted him real nice like. So I was like, alright, this is going to be totally fake, you know. The mayor's going to give her the key to the city. Everybody's going to clap. She's going to say something super witty and dunk on him in front of everybody. But by her own account, she was just like, maybe they're not even happy. That attractive woman that's with that guy, that you're so envious of that guy being with that attractive woman, maybe they're not even very compatible. So maybe it did happen because it's really lame and boring, just like real life.
I'm not interested in being with attractive people.
Me neither, dude. I'm so over it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I have to wake up and look at your beautiful face every single morning, dude. I'm so over it. Like, the way that you're perfectly symmetrical and everything. I'm sick of it. Sick of looking at it. Dude, attractive people are overrated anyway. Being all beautiful and stuff.
Just how it is. So I told this guy that I was on a date with that I don't date attractive people anymore.
Okay, that is kind of a roast. Because you're like, I'm not even into hot guys anymore. That's why I'm going out with you. Alright, I do see how that is a roast now. Sorry, I'm a little slow. You gotta give me time.
And it was great, and he died a little bit inside.
Well, after you said that, I mean, that is a roast. You're like, I don't even date attractive people anymore, homie. And he's like, hey, wait a minute.
He did. His face just changed. He died a little bit inside, and it was beautiful. So yes, not all fat shaming stories end sadly. Sometimes
there's a silver lining in your fat shaming cloud. Alright, towards the end there, you did actually roast him, so that was great. By the way, I don't know if you can see this wound on my head right here. You see that? I went to stand up in the kitchen and I bashed my head on the freaking counter, dude. Oh my god. You ever go to stand up and bash your head on the way up as you're standing up into something? Oh, if you have a shaved head, everything hurts a lot more, obviously. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
All right, do I have a story for you?
I don't know, do you?
So I went to the local Renaissance Festival last year, and I had a blast. It was super fun, and every other experience was amazing there besides this one.
I've never been to a Renaissance Festival. I've always wanted to go, though. They look super fun.
I'm not going to name the Renaissance Festival because I don't want to, bash them because it was wonderful. But the experience I had in this particular shop that I walked into. So let me show you a picture for reference. So...
What? Why do you have elf ears on, bro? Are we really combining the Renaissance with, fantasy, fairy, Harry Potter type stuff? You can't wear elf ears at the Renaissance. You're making a mockery of it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not, some sort of weird Renaissance purist. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not a period-specific sword. And you're like, bro, you're such a buzzkill. Why do we keep inviting you to stuff?
That is me on the right. My friend is on the left. And for reference, I'm about a size 16, 18, 20, depending on the brand.
Damn, that's quite a range. I've heard, though, some of those brands, man, it would be like a size 16 from this one store, and then you go to this other store and you're a size 20? What the heck? Come on, brands, get it together.
In the article clothing. So we've been walking around at the end of the night. It was like 6:30 and it closes at 7. So we were walking around just hitting some shops on the way out. And there was this clothing store that had jewelry, clothes, incense, purses, things like that. So I walk in, we're just looking, and my friend, not the one pictured, but one of my other great friends, she had already purchased a little 2-piece set from this vendor.
and it was super cute. So I was like, oh, let me just see if they have anything for me. And I know what I look like, and I know what I fit into, and I know what size I am. Obviously, I'm 23 years old. I've been shopping for my body for as long as I can remember.
Okay, you know what you look like, all right? I'm keeping notes here.
And it has been difficult. It's always a struggle. Lots of dressing room meltdowns when I was little, I can tell you that. But
Okay, that's normal, I guess.
I am looking through the shop, and this lady asks me, oh, are you shopping for yourself or for someone else? And, you know, that's just a normal question people ask just to kind of gauge what you're going to buy. So I said, oh, I'm shopping for myself. And she goes, oh, okay, take a look around. Let me know if you need anything. I said, okay, awesome. So a couple minutes passed, and I'm holding up this skirt, and I'm showing it to my friend who already bought something, and I knew it wasn't going to fit me. It was like a medium.
And that's when the shopkeep said, that's not for you, and they came flying at me with an elbow. And luckily I dodged it and choke slammed them through a glass coffee table that happened to be there for some reason.
Not gonna fit me, obviously. So I was just showing it to her. I said, this is super cute. And I went to put it back.
And she was like, not for you, it's not. This is the Renaissance time, you fool. And you're like, what does that mean? And then she started attacking me. Sorry, madam.
This lady comes up to me, the owner of this shop, and she's like, that's not gonna fit you.
Did she say it like that? She should have said, that's not going to fit you, you fool. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. Is that how they did it in the Renaissance? Like this, you fools. How dare you?
I said, oh, all right. So I put it down and I walk out and I don't buy anything, and I tell my friend that was with me, and she immediately returns the item that she bought because we're not going to give our business to somebody that acts like that. And I was visibly upset, and it had been a long day, and I'm dramatic, so I start crying, and I'm walking back to the car, and it's like, because I have had nobody speak to me like that ever, and I was just flabbergasted at how she spoke to me. So I hear this person calling me.
You were flabbergasted. Were you dumbfounded? This is a bunch of poppycock. What a rapscallion.
And she's chasing me down to apologize to me and gaslight me and say that I didn't hear what she said. Like, I didn't.
What is this lady's deal? You don't buy the dress and you leave and you guys return the other dress, and then she comes running down the street trying to gaslight you. She's like, no. That's not what you heard. That's not what I said. I never said nothing like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would she care unless you're like going to her manager or something? Are you going to the head of the Renaissance Festival? Is he referred to as a lord or something?
Hear correctly. And I told her, I said, you know, I'm not upset that you talked to me like that. I said, it makes me so sorry for you. And it makes me feel so sad for the other young women that come in here and you speak to them like that and you get away with it. And it's ridiculous.
And then everybody clapped. And the king of the Renaissance Festival came in and he said, lady, young lady, since she fat shamed you, I'm going to make you my queen. And then he pulled out a glass slipper and he slipped it right onto your foot. And you guys left the Renaissance Festival in a magical pumpkin carriage. I should be a writer. And so we draw to a close on another Fat Shaming Friday. What have we learned today, ladies and gents? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Just the way I like it. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.